Hey everybody, welcome back to BPJ Game Station where we game to please. Today we're looking at Division 2. I'm going to be running part of the Federal Emergency Bunker. It's really just to show off this Heartbreaker build. Yes, it's pretty much the same that's going around the internet, but I had a hard time putting this together, so I'm going to dumb it down to my level and kind of show y'all what y'all should be looking for, what y'all can work towards to get this build going. So we're going to be running this. I am going to start out with my shotgun to build up my stacks. And basically, I'm going to run up right up to these guys, and I'm going to pull out my shield. Got that stack. Then I'm going to switch over to my AR. I feel like a lot of people didn't, really break it down how you're supposed to use this thing. But, if you don't use it exactly right, and see, I'm using that flying turret as a kind of a distraction. But if you don't do that, I mean, these guys will bust your ass. I mean, you can have as much blue armor down there as you want to, but they'll bust you up. So this shield definitely helps with your survival. Your drone gives a distraction. Took off 713,000 there. With each hit. It's definitely a great build. I haven't maximized everything yet, but I've seen some people getting up to like 1.4 million per bullet and all that crap. I mean, I'm not seeing it yet. Maybe if I maximize this stuff a little bit more, possibly. But I haven't been getting that. But I'm going to show y'all my build, and kind of, you saw the gameplay. Basically, you go up to them, you pull out the shield. When your shield gets low, you want to just get behind cover, shoot them. Try to keep the blue stacks up, but that's as much gameplay as I'm going to show, because I just kind of want to get to the build and kind of get some of these details to you guys. And here we are, guys, again on BPJ Game Station. If you would, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. So hit that like and subscribe button. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, guys, the first thing I want to talk about is specialization. I am running technician. I don't have it all the way filled out. Like I said, I played this game before. I had to come back and grind through all this crap, and believe me, this game that is what it's all about, is grind, grind, grind. I thought that that Outriders was bad, but this, it's terrible just trying to get one piece that works. But so what I got on this right now, I got emergency patch talent armor kit, also applies to all friendly skill proxies. 12% damage to drones, that maxed out. I got +1 skill tier. This helps with the shield. It gives it. I got 3 armor nodes, and I got 1 skill node. So that brings the shield to skill tier 4, which will help it survive a little bit longer. Really, when you're playing, the shield is more or less moving between targets. Like if you have to get out in the open, you want to pull out your shield to kind of safeguard yourself. I got the micro missile ammo acquisition, and then this is my rifle tier 3 passive talent. You have to unlock this to get this linked laser pointer, which pulses enemies as soon as you aim at them. So you got to unlock this. Make sure that you unlock this second one too, which is EMI, because you're using an assault rifle. You're not using the name rifle. So you're using an assault rifle. So make sure you get that. Pretty much, the next thing I'm going to max out is my shotgun damage. So pretty much that's what you need from the technician specialization. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the build. Like I said, I've just started playing again. I've grinded my way to shade 186, which is well below most people out there, but it's working for me. So the first thing I want to look at is the gun. Of course, everybody's using the Heartbreaker. I've tried to use the police M4, but I mean, damage is just so low on this, and I just don't see it being a better option. And I really don't see any of the other guns being that much better of an option. I know that the recoil on the Kingbreaker is kind of shitty sometimes, but hey, it puts out that damage output. It's got that 112K. So I wanted to talk about the attachments because I don't see a lot of people talking about this. And coming back as a new player again, I kind of need to be refreshed on some of this stuff. So I'm like, well, how in the hell are they getting so much critical damage and so forth? So we got this the Kingbreaker. We got the attachment on the top. We got the rugged mini reflex sight. This is 5% critical hit chance. This magazine, I'm trying to get extra 20 rounds, which is the extended, I think 7.62 light mag or something like that. But I'm farming for that at level 3 control points right now, trying to get that. That's one thing where I can help maximize this build. So I'm going to be working on that. And then, of course, you got the linked laser pointer. You point it at an enemy, it pulses them. You do, 20% extra damage. And then you got the muzzle brake, which is plus 5% critical hit chance. So that is definitely good. I am trying to max out my core attributes, as you can see. I think it rolled with 21% health damage, and I had to put on the plus 10% damage to target out of cover. And so then I'm going to try to optimize to get the assault rifle damage up. And then, of course, this one's got the perfect flatline, which 20% more damage to pulsed enemies. That's where a lot of this damage is coming from. And then this thing wasn't working for me. They said get the rock and roll shotgun. Okay, go get the ACS 12. That's the non-dark zone drop, and it's the same thing. It's an automatic shotgun. I got the maxed out shotgun damage, 8.5% health damage, and obviously I need a higher damage to armor output, but I had to roll the flatline on this. So this is definitely a spot where this shotgun can be improved. This build wasn't working for me at first. I'm like, what in the hell? I forgot to put the linked laser pointer on the underbarrel attachment. Apparently, you can put it on shotguns. You can't put it on LMGs though. So who knows why the hell that works? But this is what makes this back and forth work. So you got to get that linked laser pointer on there and pull that shit out. That's about all for that one. I believe that's the only two attachments on that, but that's what helps it work. So those are the two weapons. I'm using Coyote's mask. I got Catharsis. I don't like it that much. I don't really think that it helps that much. I got the Coyote's mask. It's got plus 15% weapon damage. I've got multiple of these masks. Yes, you got to grind for this. But this is the only exotic that I'm using. So you get it from wherever you fight Coyote at the end. The sniper lady. I think it's the federal building or something like that. I can't exactly remember right now, but yeah, just look it up. But you get the Coyote's mask. It gives you 15% weapon damage. It had critical hit chance on it, critical hit damage. Then I put an attachment on this, or what's it called? A offensive system. Firearms plus 12% critical hit damage. Yes, you have to grind all that crap, but it's got pack instincts. You and your allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit, plus 25%, plus 10%, and so forth as the line of sight gets further and further. But you can read through that. But that's awesome for this build. We're using the Heartbreaker set. All four pieces. You got your 15% assault rifle damage, 15% LMG. 3 pieces, you got 15% weapon handling, and then obviously the 4-piece heart stopper. Headshots part doesn't matter. So weapon hits on pulsed enemies add a stack of plus 1% bonus armor and plus 1% damage to pulsed enemies up to a max of 50 stacks. 2 stacks are lost each second. So that is what gives you all that bonus armor. It's awesome. It's amazing. It makes this build shine, um, because I like survivability. But like I said, I got these 3 pieces down here. They got the armor core, and then the rest are just red cores. But with the technician build, you get that extra skill slot. So, with that on the shield, it gives you tier 4, which is 40% active regeneration, plus 150% shield health, and plus 20% holster regeneration. So, very good. Like I said, this is not for just face tanking these enemies. This is for moving around the battlefield. If you got to get to another spot, you can definitely use this. It makes it easier. Then I'm using the drone. That is to get these guys off your back, just give you something for them to go after, so you can, kind of get your wits about you. But the chest piece, we're using Heartbreaker as well. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies at a stack of +1. Or my bad, I just read that. But max BPM, my bad. So talent increases max stacks for Heartstopper from 50 to 100. Very great. As you probably heard, Contractor's Gloves is very good for this build because it comes with the plus 8% damage to armor, and then I rolled critical hit chance on that. Um, a lot of these little, like weapon damage, 11.2%, some of that stuff has got to be optimized. I just haven't had a time to grind all this stuff out because it takes so damn long to get the pieces that you want. Then you got the holster. Basically, I got 170,000 armor on that. The plus 5.2% critical hit chance. Recalibrated on that, so awesome there. Let's see, Heartbreaker knee pads. You got the 170,000 armor and then the plus 6% critical hit chance. And I believe that I didn't have to roll that on there. It just dropped. So very good. But like I said, you're trying to get the critical hit chance to roll secondary on these, and then that's what you want for most of the Heartbreaker. And anything else that you can get, secondary is critical hit chance. I put this 16,000 armor on kill. I really don't think you need that. You could change that out for another critical hit chance, or another critical hit damage. I really don't think you need the armor on kill. I think it's got enough survivability without that. But let's see. So 15% weapon damage there, 15 weapon damage there, and then we have 2 with 170,000 armor. Maybe that's 3. So we got 3 with 170,000 armor. So that's where that 1.3 million armor is coming from. I think that is very necessary just to make this build lasting and effective. But like I said, that's what I'm running right now, and I might make some changes to this going forward, but I just think that when I first tried this, I couldn't get this thing to work. I'm like, what are they doing differently online, etc., etc. So I just tried to go through them attachments and stuff, and kind of show y'all some of my gameplay to give you an idea of how to run the build when you're going between different things to hide behind. You're going to have to pull out the shield, because these guys, if you face tank them, I mean, even though you got all that extra blue armor or whatever, they're going to take that shit off real quick on heroic. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, they're very tough. I have not tried this on legendary. I doubt that this would survive on legendary, because they just take off your armor and stuff too dang quick. So I haven't even tried it, but you could get through a couple of floors on the summit possibly, but it's very situational, and I mean, they just hit like tanks. So this is an awesome build. I've ran it on heroic. I was like I said, I was on the what is it called, federal emergency bunker yesterday. trying to grind out for the contract flow.
Inventory.
So, I mean, I got through that like multiple times with this build on heroic, so it's a very good build. I hope y'all like it. It's the same damn thing that's going around the
Agent
internet, but
requesting
I just
backup.
tried to dumb it down to my level. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys was
Inventory.
the stats, because I hate when people don't show the stats. But the most important thing that you're going to need is this 112k weapon damage, of course. A lot of that comes from the SHD watch, and I will show that in just a second. And 48 critical hit chance. I don't think you should have critical hit chance under 40%, or it's just not going to work as well. But I think you can get away with 48 pretty easily. Anything over 40 pretty easily, and this will still be an awesome build. Then your critical hit damage is at 48.9%, and that's about it. Of course, you want the damage to enemies out of cover, and that's multiplication damage. So very good for this build, but that's about it there. And let's see.
Apparel.
I'm just
Inventory.
going to show my SHD watch. And basically, I have been putting all of my points into weapon damage on the offensive and armor, and then everything else really doesn't matter but skill damage, and then just reloading. So that's everything there, and that's about it for the build, guys. No, I didn't come up with it. It's the same one that's kind of going around the internet, but I hope that I helped y'all with it and will help y'all be able to run some of these missions a little bit better. I'm running, like I said, on heroic, some of the missions. So anyway, I appreciate it, guys, and this is BPJ Game Station, where we game to please, and I will see y'all in the next video.